Jubilee, written and read by Sterling Wolfe. Warning: this story contains fantasy horror elements that may incite paranoia in certain audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Furthermore, no existing names, places, dates, or events were referenced or used in the making of this work. All similarities are coincidental. By the brooks of my home, in a place you can only visit in the evening, there is a place known by the name of Ondelv. Here, it is said that if you look into the water, you will see a creature known by Ondandra. It takes the form of what could have been, and lives in a place worse than fathomable to any entity on our side of the river. They crave escape. If you visit, they aim to escape using you. They will persuade you. They will introduce themselves by a name that isn't theirs, and they will get to know everything about you and your world that they envy. The more you visit, the longer you stay, the more like you and your world the Ondandra will become. It will become material. It will become something you like. It will spend as long as it must to persuade you to drink that water of the Ondelv, and the second that water passes your lips and encases your soul, you will be torn from your skin, and it will become the skin of the Ondandra. It will leave, and you will become it in its place, trapped in torture until you steal another's body. However, some grow violent. They live so long and grow so frustrated, they try to drown you themselves, so you are forced to drink. I met one of these once. It was a dare from my older sibling Ivy. I'd listened to all the stories Mother told, and I'd always felt bad for the Andra. Maybe that's why I went, or maybe it's because Ivy called me a chicken. Either way, I was a child and none wiser. I visited the Ondelv about an hour before we always got called for supper. I'd visited the river all the time in the morning and afternoon, but this was different. The water was calmer but looked deeper. It was enticing, or eerie, depending on who you ask. I still remember the fireflies lighting the way and the mosquitoes I had to keep swiping away from me. And I still remember its name, Jubilee. I remember it was probably a child because it was about as bright as I was. I remember it said that's not the name it was given, but it liked the name Jubilee because it was told jubilees were fun, that it was a happy word. It wanted to experience a jubilee one day, whatever it was. I didn't know what that word meant when I was little, but I knew it wanted to see the world I lived in. I remember how it asked to switch places with me. It wanted to see what the world was like and come back. It just wanted a break from the hell it lived in. I remember leaning over to take a sip after I'd made a pinky promise. Of course, you you can't forget that. And I remember Ivy snatching me out of the water and scolding me. She said I should have known better, and our mom did too, but Grandma did give her a nice telling to about encouraging me to go where I shouldn't. I still wonder what happened to Jubilee. Hopefully it got to experience one, whatever that means to it.